RetroPixel here with 5 ways to save money collecting retro games. Alright, so I've been collecting games now for a good number of years, and the value of these things has absolutely skyrocketed in that period of time. But that doesn't mean you still can't add some gems to your shelf without saving a little bit of money. Number 1, swap. Every couple of months, take the time to go through your shelf. Odds are you're going to find at least something that you will never have any care to play again. Take it off the shelf though immediately so you don't forget about it. Put it aside in a box or a bag or whatever you need to do to keep that to the side so that you can just grab it on the go later on. The next time you hit a swap meet or a flea market or any kind of a show, you'd be surprised how far that can go. If you want to get something new to play, you can do it for absolutely no money. I've done that myself numerous times where I'll just have a big old bag of whatever and just take it to a table. And a lot of vendors will say, what do you got? They'll sift through it and be like, yeah, what do you want off the table? They'll give you a value that they think it's worth to them. And if you really don't have any heartfelt feelings towards keeping it, it's just a great way to get rid of some clutter and give you something new to play at the same time. Number 2, trade up. This is actually a bit of an extension of number 1, but with a twist. Instead of swapping one for one, this is where you swap multiple games to get one that's worth better value. A great example for this on my own end is my copy of Lufia. I acquired this for absolutely no money exchanged whatsoever. Now, how did I do this? Well, like I mentioned before, you take a big old bag of stuff that you just don't care about. In this case, it was cheapo games, sports titles, some terrible platformers, some terrible fighters, that kind of thing. They all carried an individual value of approximately $5 each, maybe a couple of $10 ones too. But stuff that I really did not care to spend the time individually selling off whatsoever. And a great way that I was able to do this was to get, well, Lufia. The vendor took a look through my bag, gave me a value for it. I was like, you know what? Give me a little bit more because I really want that copy of Lufia, and you got yourself a deal. And you ended up doing the swap. And it was great. He gets a little bit more product for his table, albeit a lot crappier product, but he accepted the offer, and I got a game that I really wanted in the mix. And that was a great way to get a half-decent title without spending a dime on my end at all. Number 3, table barter. Always keep in mind that the sticker price is generally not the final price. And the reason why I say that is because the vendors are expecting you to haggle with them. So the reason why they add a little bit on top is literally so that the person buying from them feels like they're getting a bit of a deal because they talk them down. When in reality, the vendor is getting actually closer to what they're expecting to get for that specific item in the first place. And you will obviously have those chances where you will be told no. But never be afraid of no, and never be ashamed of asking for a discount. It hurts you in no way to be told no, and it hurts you in no way to get that discount if they accept it. Keep that in mind. It's a great way to save another couple of bucks. Number 4, add one more. When you're making a transaction at any table, before you do, scope out the cheapo bin if they have one. These will typically be filled with cables, accessories, really crappy low-end games, and they'll be listed at like $5 or less. Root through that bin and find something that you can take away with you, or at least attempt to. Because when you're going to make that transaction deal, you can say, yeah, I'm going to buy this, you mind throwing this in with it. 50% of the time, it's worked for me, and they will just say, yeah, I don't care, take it away. And that's always going to be something great for you to either use as trade bait later on, or maybe even use it for yourself if you find something that's incomplete and you got that one extra cable or one extra accessory piece to go with it. You saved yourself money not having to buy that to complete that particular piece and or accessory or console. That's a great way to save some extra cash. Number 5, incomplete items. Never pass up the opportunity to grab these when they are free or dirt cheap. Everything from boxes, manuals, cases, accessories, and in some cases full-on consoles. I've come across all these over time, incomplete, and I've generally gotten them all for free or virtually free. Now, they might not be worth anything to me, but to someone else, they absolutely will be. Take, for example, a vendor that has a loose card on the table, and you have the box manual for it. They can now take that box of manual from you, make it complete, which is great for a collector that comes along that actually wants to buy it. The vendor can charge more for it, and you can save a couple of bucks on something else on their table in exchange for it. And doing that is a just fantastic way to not only keep the collector market strong, because you can help complete items that are otherwise incomplete that they've acquired elsewhere, and it's also great for you just in general because you are saving a little bit of extra cash. Anyways, that is my 5 tips to save money when you are out and about doing some retro game collecting. Hopefully any of these will be helpful to you in the future. Thanks for watching, have a good one, catch you next time.